Jesus, releasing destinies. This is Celebration TV. Revealing Jesus, releasing destinies. This is Celebration TV. Jesus, releasing destinies. This is Celebration TV.
Welcome to News Desk on Celebration TV. I am Comfort James.
And I'm Femi Mark.
And the news making the rounds. Please stay with us as we bring you details. Watch robust, objective, analytical, informative, educative, entertaining and inspiring news on Celebration TV News Desk. Every weekday, 11 a.m. GMT +1, that is 11 a.m. GMT +1 on Mondays through Fridays.
You are welcome to Sports Corner. I am Ivan Agafe.
Celebration TV News Desk, the whole truth. To 15.7 trillion naira at the end of December 2019.
Senior Democrats have responded by accusing him of committing a gross offence.
The All Progressives Congress has vowed to punish the Ogun State Governor, Ibikunle Amosu.
Hello, welcome to Celebration Television News Desk. I am Nicholas Akosele Walter. Thanks for joining us once again, and here are the news making the headlines. Promote peace, Buhari tells African leaders. Burundi ruling party candidate wins presidential election. Republican National Convention, Trump threatens to move events from North Carolina. Petrol price may increase as Brent stabilizes around $35 per barrel. La Liga to restart with Sevilla Betis clash. Please stay with us as we bring you the details of the news after this short break. All right, thanks for joining us once again. Now the news and details. President Muhammadu Buhari calls on African leaders to seek and promote peace on the continent if Africa must grow. He made a call in a message to commemorate African Day 2020. The day is marked by the African Union Commission conjunction with the World Health Organization. This year's theme is silencing the guns in the context of the COVID-19. A theme the Nigerian president said was apt. Buhari noted that peace and development were inseparable, a reason he urged African leaders to ensure that the guns were silenced in their respective countries and across borders. The day is marked to remember the founding of the Organization of African Unity in 1963 in Addis Ababa, Ethiopia. The Organization of African Unity later transited to the African Union. Buhari appealed to regional economic groups, civil society organizations, and the private sector in Africa to take full ownership of the theme of this year's celebration to strengthen collaborative efforts among member countries of the African Union. And moving forward, we have no regrets evacuating Almajiris to states of origin, says governors. Plateau State Governor and the chairman of Northern Governors Forum, Simon Lalonde has said the decision of northern governors to evacuate Almajiris to their respective states of origin was in the best interest of the people. Lalonde spoke in just when the Deputy Speaker, House of Representatives Idris Maje, led other members of the National Assembly caucus from Plateau States to the Rayfield Government House to present their donation in support of a fight against COVID-19. The governor, in company with the National Assembly members, later received an ambulance, 2 ventilators, 10,000 surgical masks and other items donated to the state by NNPC and IPPG. The Deputy Speaker, who donated an undisclosed sum of money to the Plateau State COVID-19 Trust Fund, said the donation was in appreciation of the measures taken by the state government in dealing with the pandemic. Now, on other stories, Zamfara states to engage 70,000 youths in mining. The governor of Zamfara State, Governor Bello Matawali, has said that his government would engage about 70,000 youths in proper mining activities in collaboration with the federal government. Matawali made the promise when he received 17 emirs in the state who paid him Salah homage in his hometown, Maradun. He said 5,000 youths from each of the 14 local government areas of the state will be engaged in the mining sector. He asked royal fathers in the state to stop all forms of illegal mining within 2 weeks. Matawali informed the traditional rulers that the state government had resolved to stop all forms of illegal mining in all parts of the state. And coming from around Africa, quickly we have Ivorian schools reopened after virus shutdown. Thousands of children in face mask flocked back in school in Ivory Coast on Monday after the country became one of the first in West Africa to restart lessons after a 2-month coronavirus shutdown. With a total of 2,376 cases and dozens of new infections each day, Ivory Coast has yet to contain the virus, but authorities are confident pupils can study together in safety after the introduction of extra hygiene measures. In Abidjan's Adjamé neighborhood, children in backpacks queue to wash their hands under a teacher's watchful eye before entering their school, where they sat just one to a desk with bottles of sanitizing gel within reach. Nearby countries are likely to follow closely whether the Ivory Coast decision to reopen schools causes a spike in infection. With millions of children still at home, aid agency Save the Children says many could face serious setbacks due to limited options for distance learning in parts of sub-Saharan Africa. Reopening classrooms also means thousands of pupils and their teachers must be ferried back to boarding schools outside Abidjan, which is the epicenter of the epidemic. And still from around Africa, quickly, we have Burundi ruling party candidate wins presidential election. Burundi's ruling party candidate won a presidential election held last week, securing 68.72% of the vote. So Evariste Ndayishimiye, a retired general, will take over from President Pierre Nkurunziza after he beat the main opposition candidate Agathon Rwasa and 5 others, avoiding a runoff by securing more than 50% of the vote. General Ndayishimiye, 52, is expected to succeed President Pierre Nkurunziza. Nkurunziza, who has been in power since 2005, had decided not to stand for a 4th term and had doubled his hair. The main opposition candidate, Agathon Rwasa, president of the National Council for Liberty, has already described these results as fanciful and accused the government of cheating and pure manipulation. We'll go on a short break right now. When we come back, we'll bring you updates from the United States as the Republican National Convention, from the Republican National Convention sector. Stay with us, please.
Welcome to News Desk on Celebration TV. I am Comfort James.
And I'm Femi Marks.
And the news making the rounds.
Please stay with us as we bring you details. Watch robust, objective, analytical, informative, educative, entertaining and inspiring news on Celebration TV News Desk. Every weekday, 11 a.m. GMT plus 1, that is 11 a.m. GMT plus 1, and Mondays through Fridays.
You are welcome to Sports Corner. I am Ivan Agafe.
Celebration TV News Desk, the whole truth.
Coronavirus is an infectious disease, one which can be spread from person to person.
However, you can protect yourself, the people around you, and help prevent spreading the virus to others if only you
Wash your hands regularly for 20 seconds with soap and water or an alcoholic-based hand rub or sanitizer.
Clean and disinfect surfaces. Cover your nose and mouth with a disposable tissue or flex elbow when you cough or sneeze.
Practice social distancing. Avoid close contact, that is 1 meter or 3 feet, with people who are unwell.
stay home and self-isolate from others in the household if you feel unwell.
Don't touch your eyes, nose or mouth with your hands, whether clean or not.
You only need to stay in the comfort of your home.
As Celebration TV brings to you life-transforming,
Destiny empowering.
And spirit-uplifted programs for your viewing pleasure.
Together we can save lives and cut down the spread of coronavirus.
This message is brought to you by Celebration TV, revealing Jesus, releasing destinies.
Welcome to News Desk on Celebration TV. I am Comfort James.
And I'm Femi Marks.
and the news making the rounds.
Please stay with us as we bring you details. Watch robust, objective, analytical, informative, educative, entertaining and inspiring news on Celebration TV News Desk. Every weekday, 11 a.m. GMT plus 1, that is 11 a.m. GMT plus 1, and Mondays through Fridays.
You are welcome to Sports Corner. I am Ivan Agafe.
Celebration TV News Desk, the whole truth.
Coronavirus is an infectious disease, one which can be spread from person to person.
However, you can protect yourself, the people around you, and help prevent spreading the virus to others if only you
Wash your hands regularly for 20 seconds with soap and water or an alcoholic-based hand rub or sanitizer.
Clean and disinfect surfaces. Cover your nose and mouth with a disposable tissue or flex elbow when you cough or sneeze.
Practice social distancing. Avoid close contact, that is 1 meter or 3 feet, with people who are unwell.
stay home and self-isolate from others in the household if you feel unwell.
Don't touch your eyes, nose or mouth with your hands, whether clean or not.
You only need to stay in the comfort of your home.
As Celebration TV brings to you life-transforming,
Destiny empowering.
And spirit-uplifted programs for your viewing pleasure.
Together we can save lives and cut down the spread of coronavirus.
This message is brought to you by Celebration TV, revealing Jesus, releasing destinies.
Welcome to News Desk on Celebration TV. I am Comfort James.
And I'm Femi Marks.
and the news making the rounds.
Please stay with us as we bring you details. Watch robust, objective, analytical, informative, educative, entertaining and inspiring news on Celebration TV News Desk. Every weekday, 11 a.m. GMT plus 1, that is 11 a.m. GMT plus 1, and Mondays through Fridays.
You are welcome to Sports Corner. I am Ivan Agafe.
Celebration TV News Desk, the whole truth.
Welcome to News Desk on Celebration TV. I am Comfort James.
And I'm Femi Marks.
And the news making the rounds.
Please stay with us as we bring you details. Watch robust, objective, analytical, informative, educative, entertaining and inspiring news on Celebration TV News Desk. Every weekday, 11 a.m. GMT plus 1, that is 11 a.m. GMT plus 1 on Mondays through Fridays.
You are welcome to Sports Corner. I am Ivan Agafe.
Celebration TV News Desk, the whole truth.
Welcome to News Desk on Celebration TV. I am Comfort James.
And I'm Femi Marks.
And the news making the rounds.
Please stay with us as we bring you details. Watch robust, objective, analytical, informative, educative, entertaining and inspiring news on Celebration TV News Desk. Every weekday, 11 a.m. GMT plus 1, that is 11 a.m. GMT plus 1 on Mondays through Fridays.
You are welcome to Sports Corner. I am Ivan Agafe.
Celebration TV News Desk, the whole truth.
Welcome to News Desk on Celebration TV. I am Comfort James.
And I'm Femi Marks.
Hallelujah, praise the Lord. I'd like to educate you on the happenings of the times. The Bible says in Romans chapter 13 verse 1, let every power be subject to the higher power. For there is no power except that which is ordained of God. What is happening now to the earth is not a persecution, it's a tribulation. A persecution is an antagonist stand against a group of people because of their beliefs. But right now, I would advise everyone to know that this attack or this virus has hit the whole world. The whole world is on a lockdown, on a shutdown. So I advise Christians to obey the instruction. The earlier we obey, the earlier we arrest and tame the tide. The earlier we obey, the earlier we stem the tide and put a stop to all the onslaught of the devil. Social distancing, wash your hands, sanitize it, and avoid large gatherings. The government has said, in Edo State especially, that not more than 20 people should be gathered at a time. So please observe it. Observe it. It's not a persecution, it's a tribulation, it's an affliction on the whole world. But I know God will see us through. We've had 1 or 2 sketchy cases in Edo State. We as a church, we are praying. And we're believing God, it will not be more than this. It will be eradicated from us. But in as much as we are praying, the Bible says in Luke 7:35 that wisdom is justified of our children. How you act, the seed you bring forth, makes us know how wise you are. Proverbs 4:7 say wisdom is the principal thing. So let's get wisdom. Avoid large gatherings from now. It won't take long. But the earlier we obey, the earlier we arrest the situation. God bless you.
Welcome to News Desk on Celebration TV. I am Comfort James.
And I'm Femi Marks.
And the news making the rounds.
Please stay with us as we bring you details. Watch robust, objective, analytical, informative, educative, entertaining and inspiring news on Celebration TV News Desk. Every weekday, 11 a.m. GMT plus 1, that is 11 a.m. GMT plus 1 on Mondays through Fridays.
You are welcome to Sports Corner. I am Ivan Agafe.
Celebration TV News Desk, the whole truth.
Welcome to News Desk on Celebration TV. I am Comfort James.
And I'm Femi Marks.
And the news making the rounds.
Please stay with us as we bring you details. Watch robust, objective, analytical, informative, educative, entertaining and inspiring news on Celebration TV News Desk. Every weekday, 11 a.m. GMT plus 1, that is 11 a.m. GMT plus 1 on Mondays through Fridays.
You are welcome to Sports Corner. I am Ivan Agafe.
Celebration TV News Desk, the whole truth.
All right, thanks for joining us once again. Now, bringing you updates from the U.S. From the Republican National Convention, Trump threatens to move events from North Carolina. U.S. President Donald Trump has threatened to relocate the Republican National Convention if restrictions are placed on the crowd size due to the coronavirus pandemic. The event is due to take place in North Carolina from 24th through 27th August. Mr. Trump said he would move the site of the convention if full attendance is not guaranteed. Almost 100 people have died with coronavirus in the U.S. Many states have enacted measures to stop its spread. In a series of tweets posted, Mr. Trump said that North Carolina's Democrat Governor Roy Cooper was still in shutdown mood and was unable to guarantee that the event would take place at full capacity in Charlotte as originally planned. Republicans planning to attend the convention must be immediately given an answer by the governor as to whether or not the space will be allowed to be fully occupied, the president said. Otherwise, another site would be selected. More updates from the UK. UK cabinet minister says people will make up their own mind on Dominic Cummings' role. People will make up their own minds after listening to Dominic Cummings' exhaustive account of his travel during the lockdown, Cabinet Office Minister Michael Gove has said. The Prime Minister's chief aide has defended driving 260 miles in March from his home to country Durham. He said he acted reasonably and legally in going to stay on his parents' farm. His statement overshadowed the Prime Minister's new plans to reopen all non-essential shops in England on the 15th of June. Boris Johnson said shops will be able to open if they meet safety guidelines. They follow outdoor markets and cash showrooms, which will be allowed to reopen from the very 1st of June. Retailers have generally welcomed the announcement, but some experts said more clarity was needed on how shops should keep staff and customers safe. Mr. Cummings has faced calls to resign after it emerged he had driven his child and ill wife from London to country Durham during lockdown. At his new conference at the Garden of 10 Downing Street on Monday afternoon, he said he did not regret his actions. And quickly on business, petrol price may increase as Brent stabilizes around $35 per barrel. Brent, the oil against which Nigeria's crude is priced, has hovered around $35 per barrel for about 1 week, raising concerns of a possible hike in petrol price in Nigeria anytime soon. An analysis of global oil trading rates show that Brent crude traded at $35.61 per barrel as of 9:32 a.m. Central Standard Time. Further findings show that the commodity appreciated by $0.46 when compared to the previous day's rate. Although crude oil in the Organization of Petroleum Exporting Countries basket maintained a flat rate of $28.43 per barrel. However, global oil figures show that Brent weight average in the past 4 days was higher than the commodity's rate, as the BWA was put as $36.32 per barrel. This represented a 2.34% rise in price, indicating a positive movement in the commodity's cost as more countries begin a gradual relaxing of the COVID-19 lockdown across the globe. Operators in Nigeria's downstream sector told a correspondent in Abuja that the increase in oil price was good for the country in terms of foreign exchange earnings. The Petrol Products Pricing Regulatory Agency had crashed the pump price of petrol from 145 naira per litre to 125 naira per litre on March 19, 2020, as it declared the commencement of a market-based pricing regime. Still on business, stock market gains 700 billion naira on positive sentiment. Trading activities on the floor of the Nigerian Stock Exchange closed bullish last week following gains recorded by the most blue chip stocks. The NSE All-Share Index and market capitalization appreciated by 5.59% to close the week at 25,204 and 13.1 trillion naira respectively. All other indices finished higher with the exception of NSE ASEM, which closed flat. a total turnover of 1.7 billion shares worth 18.8 billion naira in 26,367 deals were traded last week by investors on the floor of the exchange, in contrast to 926.4 million shares valued at 9.768 billion naira that exchanged hands the previous week in 20,910 deals. The financial services industry, measured by volume, led the activity chart with 1.2 billion shares valued at 11.3 billion naira traded in 13,808 deals, thus contributing 74.08% and 60.28% to the total equity turnover volume and value, respectively. The industrial goods industry followed with 102.3 million shares worth 3.1 billion naira in 2,956 deals, while the third place was occupied by the healthcare industry with a turnover of 99.6 million shares worth 493.3 million naira in 1,194 deals. Quickly, before we bring you the news from the sporting world, we'll go on a very short break. Don't go anywhere. We're coming back.
Welcome to News Desk on Celebration TV. I am Comfort James.
And I'm Femi Mars.
And the news making the rounds.
Please stay with us as we bring you details. Watch robust, objective, analytical, informative, educative, entertaining and inspiring news on Celebration TV News Desk. Every weekday, 11 a.m. GMT plus 1, that is 11 a.m. GMT plus 1 on Mondays through Fridays.
You are welcome to Sports Corner. I am Ivan Agafe.
Celebration TV News Desk, the whole truth.
All right, sports news and news desk today. We'll have La Liga to restart with Sevilla Betis clash. La Liga President Javier Tebas said he hopes the resumed season will start on June 11 with the Seville derby, one game for all of Spain. Tebas confirmed that in the next few days there will be an official announcement concerning the restart date of the championship, which was shelved in March because of the coronavirus. Spain's Prime Minister Pedro Sanchez announced that La Liga could resume from its lockdown the week beginning June 8th. All matches will be behind closed doors. Barcelona sits top of the table, 2 points ahead of Real Madrid. Clubs have 11 games left to play to finish the season, with a proposed final round to be completed by the end of July. Despite the optimism for a season restart, Tebas insisted that fans should still be wary of the dangers posed by the pandemic. And quickly, the next we'll have, still on sports, in another sports news, we'll have Villas Boas returns as Marseille coach for 2020/2021 season. Okay, Andre Villas-Boas will return as Marseille coach for next season, the club announced, despite widespread reports the Portuguese was said to leave after just 1 year in charge. Marseille offered Villas-Boas, whose existing deal runs until the end of next season, a 2-year contract extension, as doubts persisted over his future at the club following the departure of right-hand man and sporting director Andoni Zubizarreta. Villas-Boas, 42, led former European champions Marseille to second place behind Paris Saint-Germain in the Ligue 1 season, which was ended early because of the coronavirus pandemic. Marseille, who is owned by American tycoon Frank Marcotte, are therefore set to feature in the Champions League next season for the first time since 2013-2014. However, the former Porto, Chelsea and Tottenham Hotspur coach has expressed concern about the club's ability to reinvest in new signings for next season. And that's all we have for you today on a news desk. And in case you're just joining us, here's the recap of the news headlines on Celebration Television News Desk. Buhari tells African leaders to promote peace. Burundi ruling party candidate wins presidential elections. Republican National Convention, Trump threatens to move event from North Carolina. And petrol price may increase as Brent stabilizes around $35 per barrel. La Liga to restart with Sevilla Betis clash. Quickly we go to the quote for the day. We have a quote for you for the day. A smooth sea never made a skillful sailor. You know what that means? That things are going smooth is not the actual test of who you are. There are some persons who've never experienced turbulence in their life, yet they are successful, and it doesn't make them tough. Go and find out from tough men, people who are tough, who have actually gone through tough times and have overcome it. They will tell you what it actually means to be strong, resolute, and steadfast as well. I know you have your own comment, you have your own opinion. You can as well drop it on a comment platform, on our social media platform. On Facebook, we have Celebration TV, Instagram, My Celebration TV, tweet at us at My Celebration TV, and on YouTube, Celebration TV. Always remember that the continuous transformation of our society is a collective responsibility of all. No matter the office you hold today as a nation's president, a thought leader, an opinion molder, a character builder, a professional, or as a person pursuing passion, you have a duty to give your all to making a society a better place for us and the generations to come. Let's all play our part and do it with all diligence. Thanks once again for staying with us on our news desk. I remain Nicholas Akosele Walter. Remain blessed. To 15.7 trillion naira at the end of December 2019.
Senior Democrats have responded by accusing aim of committing a gross offense.
The All Progressives Congress has vowed to punish the Ogun State Governor Ibikule Amosu